So hi guys, welcome to another episode of Youthfully Yours. This is exactly what I miss saying since a lot of time. Our podcast made it top 100 in the Spotify podcast charts and I think it calls for celebration. So आज हम एक वीडियो कॉल कर रहे हैं with Lehar who was part of the second episode. हर कोई स्ट्रगल करता है. Prapti who was in the first episode. आजकल वाला लव. Chahat who was in मैं फिल्मी हूँ, and Utkarsh who was there with us just because in एक पीढ़ी का फासला of course. Guys, if you could choose one topic for the podcast, क्योंकि ये सारे टॉपिक्स तो मैं लेकर आया था, मैं ये अपने दिमाग में बना कर आया, मैंने बात की तुम लोग से. But if you guys could choose one topic, which topic would it have been? तू अकेला है जो ऐसे एकदम थॉट प्रोसेस में गया. तू एक लौता ऐसा इंसान है, अरे कुछ बढ़िया बोलूंगा मैं.
टाइम लगता है ना, तो
trying to get out new ideas from us now for your next podcast. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, like
I knew it.
Okay, then
That is the possibility.
कसम से that was not the idea,
then
but
कुछ मेरे फेवर में बोलना पड़ेगा मुझे.
that was not the idea. But thanks Chahat, now I can take that idea.
अच्छे ideas मत देना, ठीक है? ऐसे
ऐसे एकदम ब्रिलियंट मत दे देना ऐसे.
सेम टॉपिक जो हम शायद पहले करने वाले थे.
The topic was क्या आप सेक्युलर हो. I think that was the only topic जिसके ऊपर एक proper discussion हो गया था with my team and everyone was like मतलब season 1 में ये करना है, मतलब करना है, chance लेना है.
हो जाएगा.
So I was like ठीक है, we'll keep it for later.
Just off the top of my head, I think, what does freedom mean to you? I feel like everybody has a different definition of freedom or liberation, or, you know, as we're free in a democratic country, but I mean, are we still personally liberated without morality or whatever? To what extent can we be free? Just it's a very vague concept.
तुम लोग काफी ऐसे hard hitting topics पे जाते जा रहे हो. Like मैं कैसे तो नॉर्मल बातें कर रहा था, प्यार, फिर परिवार, और what is freedom? Is freedom even there?
सीजन 2 की बात हो रही है ना, तो थोड़ा भी level up करना पड़ेगा.
Level up.
I think talking about mental health would be very important. It's always been important, but I feel like sometimes it comes up and then it, dissolves. And I think it's here to stay, and to talk about is very, very important before anybody shifts onto another topic. People don't believe in it. It's a myth. People look down upon it. And I think if we as children, the youth discuss it, people younger than us, especially younger than us, would, start appreciating it, start acknowledging it.
Right.
If not the older generation.
I think mental health का discussion हमारे country में हमेशा situational रहा है. Like it's always dependent on something going wrong in the country, and then we start talking about it, and we just talk about it till a time period, till everyone's like I am there to hear you out, and then it just fizzles out again. Like there is nothing long term that we talk about in mental illness. And Chahat, honestly मैं ये topic चुरा नहीं रहा हूँ, मैंने actually लिख के ready रखा था ये कि whenever I'm doing like a season 2, mental health is something I'm gonna go for.
Actually, coming from this only, what you said right now is not just one thing which is mental health, but I feel like that everything is something that just comes from an incident and is talked about and then all of a sudden just goes away. Like it can be anything, whether it's racism, whether it's gender inequality, whether it's anything. There's all of a sudden some incident that happens and all of a sudden it's gone, because something else will come.
Right.
So I don't know, but maybe overall an idea of things coming in and going away and how they should, be talked about in a, in a general way. Like it should be something that should be given importance to, than just, for like a minimal point of time. Like for 1 week I'll talk about it and then next let's shift to something else. It needs to stay. So so there are multiple things. Now being extremely close to my heart, you will know actually, and Prapti will also know that. Will be, of course, gender inequality that I would love to talk about always. And and if something fun, then I feel like we have a lot of fun topics to think about as well. We have bitched a lot, we have gossiped a lot. Why not?
I think मतलब ये actually Lehar, you made a great point कि major topics just come and go and we wait for another topic to come. Like जैसे women empowerment was spoken about when #MeToo was happening. Black Lives Matter के बारे में बात करेंगे. We'll put up stories and then हम हमारे ही दोस्तों के ग्रुप में कोई अगर डार्क स्किन्ड है तो हम उसको कल्लू कल्लू बुलाएंगे मजाक में. So I think ये जो चीजें है ना, I think those it has to internally change. Like social media पे सब सही दिखना चाहते हैं. Social media पे we all want to come across as like woke, but it's internalizing the fact कि हम actually in real life कितने इन चीजों को मानते हैं. When I was in college, my only goal was कि I want to achieve my dream or I just want to do what I want to do. It was never about the larger goal of achieving as like a unit, like as the youth. अगर हम कुछ achieve करना चाहते हैं, you want to bring out a change in the world or something. That never struck me. So it's just great to see that a whole generation or a whole group of people are growing up with that thought process. So any fun memory that you have while recording or while we were having conversations about the topic, any fun memory that you want to share about your episodes?
I think I just want to say that I was really happy that we weren't doing like a video thing, because I was sweating like half the time while talking. Like I was just like this and this and this. I was happy it wasn't a video call.
Yeah, हर कोई struggle करता है. हाँ, हर उत्कर्ष है ना, उत्कर्ष के साथ एक बहुत प्यारा चीज हुआ जो मुझे याद है. So हम लोग हमारे लास्ट ऐसे 5 मिनट रिकॉर्ड करने वाले, ठीक है, and I've asked like the most important question, like this is the last question of the podcast, ठीक है, and Utkarsh is going to deliver like a poem. Like उत्कर्ष ने दिमाग में poem बना कर रखी है और उसी पॉइंट पे उत्कर्ष का
poem नहीं था,
इंटरनेट लैग कर गया. हाँ, कुछ लाइंस थे एंड उत्कर्ष का इंटरनेट लैग कर गया और मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा और उत्कर्ष वहां पे रिएक्शन के लिए रुका है. And after like 2-3 minutes, when the internet's back, Utkarsh starts miming because he thinks that we cannot say anything like that is out of context for the podcast. तो वो ये नहीं कहना चाहता कि आपको मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है. तो उत्कर्ष like मैं like उत्कर्ष हाँ, and उत्कर्ष like and like bro तू बोल एडिटर अपना ही बंदा है.
I think for me personally, one of the most fun memories was the fact that you kept singing to check if the mic was on. And that was so, yeah. And you knew that you weren't all that great at it, and yet you kept going. So that was I think one of the most fun memories I have from the podcast and recording.
Prapti's opening line was, "What is love for you? Love is like subha wali chai." And I was like, oh भाई साहब, इसने ओपनिंग में ही पोइट्री कर दी. मजे ही आ गए.
I was up with the poet. I had to level it out some way, in some way. So
I'll tell you why I used to sing. ठीक है, I think it just fastens up the whole mic test thing. क्योंकि जब कोई बेसुरा गाता है ना, तो जैसे पहली आवाज आ जाती है ना वहां पर रिकॉर्डिंग स्पेस में, तो कहता हाँ हाँ ठीक है आगे बढ़ो, रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हम, आगे बढ़ो. So it just fastens up the whole thing. Also मैं रिहाज करता रहता हूँ बीच बीच में, मतलब. बट मैं लोगों को याद दिलाना चाहता हूँ हमारे 5 एपिसोड थे. एक और एपिसोड था जहाँ पर एंटो हैड शेयर्ड अ लॉट अबाउट हिज व्यूज अबाउट द यूथ टुडे. एंड पिकिंग अप फ्रॉम आवर टॉपिक व्हाट वी हैड विद एंटो, आई वांट टू पुट यू गाइज ऑन अ स्पॉटलाइट एंड आस्क यू दिस, कि सपोज द यूथ इज लिसनिंग टू यू राइट नाउ, लाइक एट दिस वेरी मोमेंट. Okay, what is that one thing that you want to tell them? What is that one thing that you feel they need to hear?
there's one thing that I have felt very strongly about in this year, because I just graduated, and it's the fact that I don't feel as accomplished. And then I just started watching this one series called Grace and Frankie, highly recommended. And it's about these two 70-year-old women who are doing everything they can in their 70s, and they just got out of divorces and whatnot. And I just remember telling myself, why do I think that I'm past that age when I can not achieve anything anymore? Why do I have to set a goal for myself for a certain age? Just life doesn't end after you graduate. There's still so much more to go. You don't have to achieve a particular set of things by a certain age. There's still time, and it's never too late.
That is damn true, guys. See, I started achieving things after I graduated and quite later. So I think every time we put ourselves in the pressure situation of accomplish this by 21, accomplish this by 24, हम कहीं ना कहीं हमें लगता है कि we are putting ourselves in like a space जहाँ पर हम अगर खुद को pressurize नहीं करेंगे तो हम achieve नहीं करेंगे. See, like that works out in a few situations and sometimes it does not. Sometimes it's just a lot of mental pressure for you. While we are achieving our goals, we shouldn't forget that we also have to live our lives. We have to enjoy it. Like your life is a gift. Let's not spend it in like hating or running or like chasing things that are too materialistic. वो जैसे हम बहुत बार कहते हैं ना कि हम दोस्तों के साथ जब लोनावला चले जाते हैं, just this one drive that you go to लोनावला, चाय पी रहे हो टाइगर पॉइंट पर, बस बैठे हो, like that could also be like a great life, just enjoying those moments. So I think never forgetting that.
मुझे सडनली ये दिमाग में आया था जैसे ही आपने क्वेश्चन बोला. दिख रहा है? Can you see it?
Yeah.
उल्टा दिख रहा है ना? Dream a little bigger. It says dream a little bigger. So I would just suggest कि this is the phase where it's a learning phase. अभी जो आप सीखोगे ना, वो the capacity that you can learn things from others, वो बहुत ज़्यादा है. So try to learn as much as you can because it will help you to grow as whatever you want to be, whatever you want to achieve in your life. So just learn. खुद के दरवाजे बंद मत करो basically.
Utkarsh, like legit sounds like that professor, na? Like just entering your classroom for a guest lecture and just like, guys, don't stop
like
learning.
Okay.
I love how he did like this whole foreshadowing thing. ऐसे book लेकर बैठा था from the beginning. That made sense in the end.
Yeah,
guys, I knew this question's coming.
Idea.
I'll say that don't get scared and voice up for things that you feel like is like wrong. You know, when because like we are the voice for changing things, and I feel like that if we will scare away or we won't do that, it won't change. So the change that we want to actually see is something that we should voice up, and I feel like that's something that I feel like that people shouldn't get scared of, but they should just strongly stand with what they think and what they feel like that should change or should worked upon. So I feel like that voicing up.
मैं बहुत बार बहुत लोगों को कहता हूँ कि बदलाव लाने के लिए क्रांतिकारी बनना जरूरी नहीं है. बदलाव लाने के लिए बस इतना जानना जरूरी है कि सही क्या है और सही के साथ खड़े रहने की जरूरत है. You don't have to just rebel and be the voice. You can also follow the voice. You can also stand with the voice. And I think that also is enough at times to bring out a change.
Mine is the most cliche one, but I think a very important one is to be yourself. I think especially now during the whole social media era, we start to become a part of the herd, and like Lehar said, we're just so scared to voice ourselves or be ourselves. But I think it's very important to remember that success favors the bold, and it's very important to realize that whoever is successful or whoever is happy in life took one step which could have gone either way, but they did take that step. And it starts with being yourself and do what your gut tells you. So I think that's the most important.
When you see things going wrong in the world and you just start giving up, you just start thinking like maybe we are just meant to suffer by the deeds that we do. But then you see like a bunch of people who come up with hope, a bunch of people who say that we can make things right, we can do it correctly if we want to. And that just makes other people hopeful about it. That just like restores that whole fact ke nahi yaar, matlab it's not the end. Like till you don't see the end, you shouldn't believe it's the end. So I think like you guys, there are a lot out there. Like I genuinely feel that when we say the youth is the future, there is no lie in it, because 50% हमारे देश की जो जनता है वो under 25 है. So like if you guys just unite, if you guys just have like not the same opinions but similar, if you have the understanding of right and wrong, I feel like there is so much that we can achieve. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope whatever you guys want to be in life, whatever your hopes are, whatever your dreams are, all of that turns to reality sooner. And yes, all the best for your future, guys. And I sound like an uncle, but that's fine.
All the best to you also. You're almost our age.
Yes, thank you.
Almost.
How old are you?
I am 24, guys.
What do you have to say to the youth? Even you're our age. Do you have any notes?
See, the one thing that I always believe, the one thing that I always say, अगर आप कुछ फैलाने ही वाले हो तो प्यार फैलाओ, नफरत नहीं. Because the world and your life is too small for hatred.